G'day, my name's Justin Mulkerns. I'm the bowman on the yacht Virago II, and we're here for the first time doing sail Port Stephens. The boat originally was designed for the Admirals Cup, I think in the early 90s, for Alan Bond. It wasn't finished. It was designed by Farr, Bruce Farr, and then the boat was built in WA by Peter Milner. Carbon, Nomex, and pretty high-tech thing of its day, but sadly wasn't finished. It was put in the roof for a while, and then a gentleman came along and needed a boat built by Peter Milner, and so he purchased the hull and had another deck designed more cruising orientated by Scott Judson. And then since then, the current owners, Mary and Robert, have sort of turned it into its third life. So it's part race boat, part cruising boat. Okay, so here we are downstairs of Virago, and probably the interesting features of the boat. One of them being this gimbaling thermometer and barometer. So it was actually an original feature of the boat when Mary and Robert bought it, and they can't seem to want to take it away, even though it's actually at the moment not functional. There's some interesting features like the floorboards, which are solid mahogany. They're pretty heavy. You don't go lifting floorboards and checking the bilge very often unless you really need to. We estimate there must be easily 300 or 400 kilos in mahogany in the floorboards alone. So, but they click together like a little jigsaw puzzle, and it's a really cool feature that we only realised after everything and we started pulling it all apart, that there's only one bolt required to hold the whole system in. It's definitely, there's some creature comforts down here, but it was a boat that was pretty light in its time, being carbon and carbon foam, and it's very open in here, and that's a result, I suppose, of it being a race boat and designed as a race boat, I suppose. Normally we race with somewhere between 10 and 12. We've got things like runners and we do use square chutes, so we need some people on board, and it's big gear, so we do require at least 10 or 12 to get it around the track nicely. But we usually cruise with 4, maximum 5. When people find out that it's a carbon and Nomex hull and foam bulkheads, things like that, they think, oh, you know, that's a bit of a wolf in sheep's clothing. But then when they see things like the electric traveller track and the big electric furler on the bow, and then especially things like the mahogany floorboards, it's yeah, I think people understand that it's pretty much more of a cruising boat these days than it is a race boat.